court. I want that caught. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes.
With me, boy. Your hands and your fingers. Your ears with get back, watch you turn to a singer. Get it fighting like this Jerry Springer. All of my zip the back that like a pogo. No do these they popo. Had a G-Wagon truck turned to Rojo. Find a cable 2 wheels and they going wild down in Soho. One was black and the other was Mexican. Had a like a pollo. Younger than you with a Maybach. Younger than you with a Bentley. From the got in the gently. Angry and friends with these. When I was down, I so had sympathy. But that's how I go when you broke. Now I'm like mistletoe. This do my own. Not gonna lost on these new clones. Then she asked for a loan. Had to laugh, then I told her get gone. Gon' get that me on. Ain't no give me not a thing. So I spend 90K on my ring. You can see all my pain in my watch. Got my ex down and walking around with my hand on my. Cause I'm popping and I know you not. And I know you see just how I'm living. You're not happy with life, so you rockin' Reeboks on treetops, getting guap. Got a big Benz like Sasquatch. Every time you see it, with it, no, it's time.
I got that taken to golf. A lot of these look lost. They broke, they think it's my fault. No court. I want that caught. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes. The ops on IG all the time. I dare them go live. Wagyu steak, I dine. 8 ounce, 255. I can't get fuck you with to groovy you me. If I ain't had love for me, I would've tried to get Nicki Minaj. J-Rock ain't gonna let you slide. Dory ain't gonna let you slide. You king of the city, I don't wanna be a big fish in the small.
First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we, as the Bears get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 20. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 1st and 10, Cousins. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Now that's a great play defensively, and one thing we do know, both of the corners are going to face a lot of action in this game, the way that offense likes to fling it around.
The safeties, they better be ready to be engaged as well. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Listen to me. Come on.
The 2nd down throw for Cousins. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. 3rd and long for Cousins. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. Here's Matt Wild now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt, and the Bears take over. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Red, up.
Check three. Check 37. Check 37.
We're go, let's go. Red, up.
They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. And incomplete to open things up.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Hey, 18. Gotta go.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. A first carry now for Jordan Howard. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
We're go, let's go.
56. Mike.
Red, up. Gotta go.
I got it. Mike, 56.
Red, up.
From midfield now, here's Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Emerson Griffin in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky.
Red, up. Hey, 18.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field. And got his man complete. A big play there. Cousins to Thielen. 55 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now, before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Hey, Oscar!
Now a second down throw for Cousins. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Akeem Hicks in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
Khalil Mack's starting to get a really big-time reputation as a pass rusher, and rightly so. So explosive off the edge, getting to the quarterback. But he doesn't neglect his run duties as well. How about that tackle right there? Such a package he has, able to play the run and the pass so well.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still...
That's caught at the 25. Touchdown! Chicago! Kevin White, an 80-yard touchdown, and the Bears have taken the early lead. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch. Take it to the house. That'll be taken in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up the 1st down and change our momentum?
And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you've got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Cousins now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Cousins to throw it. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. After the interception, here's Trubisky. He's going to sling this deep down. He's got him in. Complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain of 39 that time. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They run. This is Cohen. There he goes inside the 30. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line.
Gotta go.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. And this will be incomplete. Another timeout called by the Vikings now. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And this is caught. It's White for a Bears touchdown. Kevin White, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bears will add on to their lead. Extra point safely through. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, Cook. Kyle Fuller, the one to make the tackle.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Third and short yardage, Cousins. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Here's Matt Weil now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is brought in at the 21. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They go with Howard to begin the drive. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
You see it? You see it?
4 down, 4 down.
Red, up.
Now Trubisky to throw on second. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. 30. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. Trubisky hitting Robinson for a big one. 44 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Emerson Griffin in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
3 down. We got. You see it? You see it? Gotta go.
This is Cohen. And an alley to run. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Hey, 18.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down, 4 down.
Throwing here, Trubisky. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big 1st down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. The Bears on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Trubisky will throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky. And the Bears will extend their lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball out of the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
And now out comes Minnesota. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back.
Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns. These are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Daniil Hunter, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Here's Trubisky to throw. Flush to his right. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Miller. A nice job to get 11 out of that pass play, but now they face a 3rd and goal. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there, because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And now out comes Minnesota. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here. Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. Here's Matt Weil now. He's been terrific so far. They'll look to set up his blockers. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. A very interesting call, and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee you he's been selling this one. We can get it, Coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Flushed out right. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now Trubisky. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. These guys had to punt their last possession of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
That's some strong running. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Eddie Goldman in there with pressure yet again. And that's the 7th time they've dropped him here this afternoon. But following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13.
Hey, we're good, we're good, we're good. We're good.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. 2 yards gets him back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to...
And he's going to go down in the end zone. Cousins taken down for the safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. It's going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
On 1st down, Trubisky. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They give him a gain of 37. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
You see it, you see it?
From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Trubisky with the give to Howard. Howard has the 1st down and then some. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bears add on. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Ooh, the juke. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And now out comes Minnesota. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
First.
Cousins now on 2nd down. Flush to his right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. They'll run here. It's Murray. A gain of 7, and they pick up the first.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10.
4 down.
They go back to Murray on first down. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45.
36.
Cousins to throw it this time. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Second down, Cousins. He's going to let this one go deep. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third. Sometimes one little event in a play, it can throw everything off, like the butterfly effect. I think that's what we saw that time.
Yeah, you're talking about he gets knocked down at the line of scrimmage. That throws the play awry, so now he's got to exit out of the pocket. And just think, if he doesn't have that happen, maybe the play goes the way he wants.
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that is sack number 15 for him on the year. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49.
117.
Now Trubisky to throw. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky.
We're go, let's go.
Hey, boys, got 4.
Red, up.
Back now at Soldier Field. The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and a mile.
3 down.
Now it's Trubisky. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 36 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make the play on the football.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On first down, they run with Howard. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Hang on, we got you see it? You see it? Stand up in.
Off the play fake. Here's Trubisky. That is caught at the 7. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
Go, we're on the block here.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Red, up!
He's going to get it running right. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Bears continue to pour it on. Now the try here for the point after. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Able to push his way through. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 18.
Hey, 382, Liz 50.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. Incomplete, right side, the tight end Rudolph. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. That was 2nd down run for Murray. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Nifty footwork at the 40. Latavius Murray, the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Latavius Murray hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit. Here's Cousins. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Reds up!
They go play action here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Anthony Barr in there to record another sack, their 6th of the afternoon. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Gotta go. Reds up.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Throwing the slant pattern here, complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for third down. The Bears on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now it's Trubisky. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Danielle Hunter in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. This one all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. On the handoff, this is Howard. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
Let's go. Reds up.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And a nice pickup as this one gets them to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
They go with Murray again. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers of reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 3rd down, Murray. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, and sometimes that just happens. It is the NFL. They will make some plays against you.
And he's got Will Tye complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. 10th carry of the game now, Murray. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Again, it's Murray. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Back-to-back running plays, putting them in negative territory. What can they do coming up on 3rd and 15?
Let's go.
One last shot now for Cousins. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Chicago, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And now they'll get the short week as they get set to play at Detroit on Thanksgiving. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they come back to the pack a bit as their record falls to 7-3. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Green Bay Packers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Keeping it cordless. She keep calling, but I keep ignoring it. Ain't no stopping, I'm keeping it for it.